On September 3, 2023, Typhoon Haikui made its landfall on Taiwan's eastern coast. This formidable typhoon unleashed a powerful impact, particularly affecting Titan Doha and the central region of Taiwan, facing the Pacific Ocean. The Central Weather Bureau, CWB, had issued warnings regarding Haikui, citing maximum sustained winds near the center of 40 meters per second and gusts reaching 50 meters per second. The average radius exceeded 15 meters per second, and the minimum surface pressure registered at 950 hectopascals. The CWB cautioned that heavy to very heavy rains were expected from Sunday afternoon through Monday. Numerous areas, including Julian County, the mountainous regions of Taichung City, Pingdong County, Elon County, and Titan County, were placed under rain warnings. Various locations like New Taipei City and Taiwan City were also under the rain warning. The intensity of Typhoon Haikui raised concerns about destructive elements such as strong winds, torrential rains, storm surges, and violent sea surges, all of which had the potential to trigger landslides and flash floods. 6 hours prior, Typhoon Haikui was situated approximately 244 kilometers south of Taipei, moving at a speed of 19 kilometers per hour. Radar data revealed that when the western edge of its eye encountered the highlands, it collided with the mountains and stalled, failing to fully cross the shoreline. Taiwan's rugged terrain was expected to impact the typhoon's intensity over the next 12 hours. After traversing mainland Taiwan, Haikui was projected to cross the Taiwan Strait while retaining its status as a typhoon. A second landfall along the coast of China's Fujian province was anticipated within the next 36 hours. The storm generated significant wave heights of up to 12.8 meters. Typhoon Haikui's impact was intensely felt as it struck Titan County near the border of Qinggong and Dongha Township around 3 p.m. local time. The storm was moving west-northwest at 22 kilometers per hour, with sustained winds of 155 kilometers per hour and gusts reaching up to 191 kilometers per hour. Maritime warnings were issued, and ground warnings were in effect across most of Taiwan. Regrettably, the typhoon's force led to injuries and power outages. 2 individuals were injured when a falling tree trapped them inside a vehicle. Over 9,300 households in titanium counties experienced power loss. The last typhoon to directly hit Taiwan had occurred 4 years earlier, and its effects were expected to bring heavy rain to the eastern region, with concerns about flash floods and landslides. Evacuations were initiated, with over 2,800 residents evacuated from 7 districts and cities. Southern and eastern Taiwan's counties and cities closed schools and businesses, with additional closures in Union County and Penghu County. Flight cancellations were also a consequence of the typhoon's impact. President Sein Wen urged the public to take necessary precautions and avoid risky activities. The military deployed resources to areas expected to be hardest hit, while reports of damage due to strong winds and fallen trees emerged. As Typhoon Haikui's impact persisted, reports of power outages and road closures emerged, and it was advised to avoid mountain roads. The storm's intensity was expected to peak late Sunday, with predictions of weakening as it moved over central mountains while maintaining strong winds and rain. The immense power demonstrated by this typhoon serves as a striking reminder of the sheer force of nature and underscores the paramount importance of thorough preparedness for such events. Both residents and authorities worked tirelessly to mitigate risks and respond effectively to the challenges posed by Typhoon Haikui. As of Monday, September 4th, the impact of Typhoon Haikui continued to hold southern Taiwan in its grasp as the storm advanced towards the Taiwan Strait. There were indications that the typhoon might weaken into a tropical depression, as reported by LTN. Residents sought shelter indoors, away from windows, as powerful gusts of wind uprooted trees and sent water tanks soaring into the air. Chung Jaiming, a retired mechanic from Taitung, aged 58, expressed deep concern, stating, "I think it's serious this time." He noted the noticeable acceleration of the typhoon, with wind speeds reaching approximately 154 kilometers per hour by 3 p.m. In anticipation of the impending storm, a restaurateur took precautionary measures by securing a signboard advertising seafood. Reflecting on the experience, restaurant owner Wang Juntong commented on the strength of the wind and shared, "Yesterday, the atmosphere was so calm, that we didn't feel a typhoon coming. Today, we felt it. As of Sunday evening, data from the Ministry of the Interior, MOI, revealed that 3,729 people had been evacuated due to the approaching typhoon. This marked the first major storm to make landfall in Taiwan since August 2019. In Pingdong County, an area expected to receive 400 to 700 millimeters of rain in the coming days. 144 residents, including elderly individuals living alone and those in landslide-prone regions, had been evacuated. Landslides triggered evacuations in various other areas as well. In Renei Township in Nantou, where a landslide near the Pingjing Bridge on County Road 85 had disrupted traffic, 173 civilians were evacuated. Furthermore, authorities evacuated 144 people from high-risk areas in Kaohsiung and Naneo Township in Ilon ahead of the typhoon's arrival. The arrival of Typhoon Haikui coincided with the weakening of Typhoon Sayola, which was circling along the coast of China. Precautions had been taken in Hong Kong and the coastal mainland, including the suspension of business, transportation, and class activities. The situation gradually improved over time, with most restrictions lifted by Sunday. Numerous events in Taiwan had to be cancelled due to the impact of the typhoon, including a hot air balloon festival, outdoor concerts, arts events, and baseball games. National parks and hazardous mountainous roads were also temporarily closed. Following its passage over Taiwan, Typhoon Haikui was expected to continue its path towards China. Given the consecutive typhoons, the Chinese military maintained activities aimed at intimidating Taiwan, a self-governing democracy that Beijing seeks to forcibly integrate. Taiwan's defense ministry closely monitored Chinese military aircraft and naval vessels near the island. While there was no indication that any had crossed the median line in the Taiwan Strait or entered Taiwan's air defense identification zone, such incidents have occurred in the past. To ensure safety, the Taiwan Railways Administration suspended service on various rail lines, and national forest recreation areas were temporarily closed. The situation remained fluid, and the reopening of these areas would depend on the typhoon's status. The impact of Typhoon Haikui affected various facets of life in Taiwan, from transportation to outdoor activities, underscoring the imperative need for vigilance and preparedness in the face of natural disasters.